Good morning. It is Thursday morning and we are out. Almost out. I can't say that we're out yet. We're working towards heading out to my LulaRoe ladies' house where we're just kind of doing a little pop-up party type thing. There's some of my friends from church are just getting there together, try on some of the stuff. And so I don't need anything per se, but I'm gonna go and hang out with the ladies. And I have all the girls with me. The boys are staying with Art. Tonight, the older kids at our National Historic Battlefield is having a orienteering class for the public. Art's taking them to that. Oops. And I am going to be staying up at my mom's because the National Battlefield is quite a haul for us. It's a little bit closer for my mom. You guys are coming along with me. The boys are staying with Art and they are going to be working at his shop today. And it's going to be a crazy day. Are you ready to go? It's pretty exciting. We like going to Miss Nicole's house. We're at LulaRoe and there's Lillian being really good. Yep, absolutely. And there's the kiddos just hanging out. Say hi, Kylie. Hi.
We're going home, but that's so good.
You want to show them all of Miss Nicole's things? So turn the camera around so they can see. This belongs to you. Thank you. You can have Mary, are you filming? What are you filming? Hey, what are you filming?
Dad.
Oh.
We have good times at Balloon. It's very quiet, but you don't care.
Well, we were there about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, and we got to try on a ton of stuff. We're gonna spend the day at Grandma's house because the kids have their orienteering class tonight, and I brought all my work to do, and we're gonna see if I can get something accomplished this afternoon while the girls are napping, which I really hope they take really good naps. But all the kiddos did really well. My mom brought cinnamon buns and one of the other ladies brought coffee. So we had like a little coffee party. It was really nice. We just pulled into Grandma's house and Lydia pointed out that fat mourning dove just sitting on Grandpa's fence. Look at that.
I'm going to go tell Grandma.
Okay. We're at Grandma's house and I'm gonna work on making our dinner and then it'll just be ready when we want to eat. We're making some lemon crinkle cookies. Well, actually Charity and Mary are making those. I'm working on making some baked ziti. I've got some Italian sausage and onion and garlic cooking here. And then I've got my pasta cooking here. Lillian is still sleeping, and then after we do this, we've got to actually start cooking lunch for everybody. But so far, so good. And Grandma is, oops, making a mess. No, Mommy's making a mess. Grandma is entertaining Grace and Lydia while I'm cooking. So, all a win-win situation.
I mix it.
It looks good, Mary.
Yes.
We made the ziti right here. And Charity's cookies are almost done, and now we're working on lunch. And we're doing leftover hot dogs today. Okay, here's another one. Thank you. Plates. You're helping with the plates, aren't you?
So Charity, how did they taste?
Put them right up on the... And can you put one plate for every chair? So you put a plate here. Watch. Put a plate here. And then we take another plate and we put that one over at that one. You put that over at that chair? Is that for Grace?
Wow.
Ooh, those look good, Charity.
They taste super good, really.
They taste super good. Of course, the cook has to try one first, right?
Me and Mary.
Grandma and Lydia are working on making some garlic bread for dinner. We're working on making this early so we can just put it in the oven later because it's easier to be prepared and cook while kids are sleeping. Lillian just went down for her nap. She's not sleeping yet, but the other two girls are still sleeping. Oh, Grandpa's sleeping. He's taking his afternoon nap, and Charity's working on the iPad. So we've got dinner. Oh, you know what? We need to make a salad, Lydia. So we can make a salad too, and then everything is done when the girls get up and we don't have to worry about cooking and watching kids. Several years ago, my brother and I bought my dad some peach and cherry trees, and They haven't had really good years with them at all, but this year, like, our tree has tons of buds on it. So these are the ones my dad actually trimmed off, and we're gonna put them in a vase, let them flower, and maybe they'll even root, and we'll have more peach trees. Art just got here with the boys, and they brought me my mail, and I had a birthday card, and I also had a birthday package from my pen pal. Now, when I was, whoa, maybe 10 or 11, I had a pen pal all the way in Washington State, and, well, let's see, I'm 30, almost 34, so that makes, we've been corresponding over 20 years, and this year she sent me a little something, and oh, look at it. They are, I bet they're chocolate eggs, my favorite type of eggs.
Is that what was in there?
That was one thing.
Chocolate.
More eggs.
Oh,
And more goodies.
There's a card.
There's a card.
Oh,
Oh, Zeal without
Actually, this
a
is.
book. Thank you very much, Christine. Really, really appreciate you thinking of me for my birthday. And I can't wait to read the book. Dirty and Grandma and Lydia are making something for my birthday.
It's a cake.
It's actually fudge.
It looks like fudge. Yummy, yummy fudge.
We're headed to the battlefield for our orienteering class, and where we're going, it's the Saratoga battlefield, which was the turning point in the American Revolution. And for you, our viewers in England, no hard feelings or anything. I'm actually English. My grandparents came here from England. We should have a good time. We get to use some compasses and run around and who knows what.
We saw Army like a tank, other than it doesn't have a hood over it. It was a tank, but other than it didn't have a hood, and then an Army Jeep. Dad, how far will it be until we get there?
I don't know.
Show me how the map. Where are we supposed to go?
We gotta go turn into 423.
So where do we want
are
to get?
right now. I think let's see, we just passed 12th Street, so we're probably right around here.
John, where do we want to get to?
We gotta go to 423. We gotta go right here, turn onto 32, and we gotta end up right there.
We gotta end up right there. That's where Grandpa and Grandma used to work. They used to work over there, and that's where they met, and they met there,
married.
and then they got married.
I don't think they did get married there.
House right there. There's there's
Right there,
Mommy's house.
Mommy's first house.
There's Mommy's first house. Their first house.
No, it's Grandpa and Grandma's.
Grandma and Grandpa's first house.
That's the first house Mommy ever lived in. 2 miles ago.
Remember that red cabin?
When we blackbird in the field.
What was that? Was it here? The red cabin here?
Yes, that's those one people.
That's somebody's kid.
They had 8 kids. A tiny little house.
Oh yeah, and you can. I think people go in there.
So every once in a while you can go in there. But sometimes they just lock it.
Why is there so many battlefields around here?
Oh, there aren't. There's just the one.
Over in California, they probably don't have any battlefields.
I wonder if they have guns buried. If there's guns buried
There
here,
might be.
because probably lots of people dropped their guns.
So let's see. Visitors. Where's the visitor
Right
center?
up there.
Look at the view.
This is a pretty view.
The cannon tube itself is, as you'd imagine, kind of heavy. It's actually over 550 pounds. Yes, and that's a small cannon. The 2 large cannons over there, those are what we call 12-pounders. They fire a 12-pound iron cannonball, solid iron through and through. Those are over 2,400 pounds each.
That's
And
heavy.
Without the carriage. Likewise for the 6-pounder, fires a 6-pound iron ball, a little over 550 pounds.
Are those the bad guys right there?
Well, that
The bad
depends
guys.
on the side you're on. If you are a loyalist, if you are in favor of staying loyal to the King of England, then the soldiers who are, or I'll give a flashlight here, over here, behind this line here, and over here, and right there, those are the good guys. Those are soldiers on the side of the British. The soldiers closest to you on your side, the line in the front and this line on the side, those are American soldiers.
I like the Americans better.
Who are, well, actually, in this position at the Bremen Redoubt, were only about 300, but the American soldiers, there were about 1,200 attacking this line.
Did you have to count them out?
I did not. I did not make the model. I would not have the patience for that sort of thing. But the larger numbers in the thousands for the total army, you know, when the British got here, they had about 7,500 soldiers. The Americans, 2 miles south of there, had a little over 8,200 or so.
My ancestors are from England, so I probably would have been on the English side.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Had I been around at that time and a betting man, I probably would have bet on the British as well. I mean, up to that point, no British army had ever had to surrender. There were portions of fighting forces that surrendered at some point or another, but at Saratoga, the entire British army under General John Burgoyne surrendered. First time that an entire British army had ever had to do that.
A little mortar.
A sabot, a wooden disc.
Or a tent. Oh yes, I like that. Yeah, we should do that. Make one for the kids. Or the adults too.
Turn this way. Have some actual compasses we'll be using today. Base plate, the large rectangular plastic bit. And what do you see on that base plate? What is something in the area that you like to walk toward?
Appalachian Mountains.
Well, they're actually that way. That's part of the Taconic Range. Well, that's okay. You can go in that direction. So you want to go towards the Taconic. Sorry, you see the hill over there with the little tiny radio tower on top of it? All right, so hold the compass so that your direction of travel is aiming at that radio tower. Red goes in the shed, or let the compass do it. The compass needle do its thing. Then put the red in the shed. We're approximating. And then what number do you have?
122.
122. So that would be 122 degrees and a whole lot of walking. Point your compass at 200 degrees. Now, to do that, let me go grab my demo compass here.
And you got to put the red in the shed.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. Okay, yeah, not really. I have to put the red in the shed, so I turn myself. So thank you, everyone, for coming out this evening.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your good work.
Dad, over here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Cool. Look at that. What's over here, Dad? Dad, here's the British. These are the British. Those mannequins jump out. Yeah, if you just look at it, just see them passing, they're like, yeah, I got somebody next to me.
Lydia wants to see this.
Cool.
What? You need to go?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. That looks like a whole, he's sitting on him and he's going body.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's just sitting down and resting.
Where? Those are absolutely giant rifles. Can you imagine how heavy these things would be?
What's that? What's
Very fairly heavy.
Battlefield souvenir.
How did you like it, Dad?
Yeah, we had fun.
Lydia, how did I like mine? My trip was good, especially the walking.
We're down here waiting for our bread. While we were doing that, the boys were cooking up a special treat. These are their style of chocolate peanut butter cups. So I'm gonna try one.
They're hard. Crunchy chocolate.
John,
What?
you did pretty good for your first time.
I did?
Thank you for the special treat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And with
good
that,
night.
he's going to bed. I guess the kids had a good time at their orienteering class. It was basic, but informative. And I think the activities like this are amazing for the kids. It really helps booster the homeschooling experience. But, you know, these are things that they might not get otherwise. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you for our next video. Bye!